The province's English public elementary school teachers have ratified a new contract. Teachers and occasional teachers, as part of the Elementary Teachers Federation of Ontario, ETFO, have voted 90% in favor of the four-year deal. This includes retroactive pay due to a Bill 124 that capped wages for public sector workers. It also sends unresolved issues, including some teachers' salaries, to binding arbitration. Now, the agreement will be in effect until August of 2026. And Karen Brown is the president of ETFO, joining us live now on CP24. Good morning, Karen. First thing to ask you is, what in your mind, now that this deal has been ratified, is the greatest success from this round of negotiation?
Good morning, Andrew. The greatest success, I believe, is our membership, the pressure that we applied to this government to follow the legal bargaining process. At the beginning of all of this, the government really wanted to toss our entire collective agreement to arbitration, wanted to restrict our right to strike, to engage in a legal strike process, and even have our locals have the ability to apply pressure on their school boards. So for us, it shows that the legal bargaining process works. We went through a conciliation with a conciliator that helped us. We had a strong strike mandate from our members that applied pressure to the government that allowed us to reach many of our priorities. So we believe that's a huge success, that collective bargaining, as outlined under the School Board Collective Bargaining Act, was able to prevail.
Well, just thinking about how that process happened and how that pressure changed the conversation. You know, ETFO, I believe, and if not the first, was one of the first of the four major umbrella unions that got itself into a strike position or a strike mandate, and then ultimately following the route of going to binding arbitration. How did the tune of the government change as the progress was made?
Well, it's probably one of our lengthiest bargaining processes in our history. So it was very lengthy and very difficult. So initially there was very little movement from the government around our key issues, issues around violence in the schools, issues that related to supporting members through special education. These were issues that they wanted to have an arbitrator deal with. And we said that these were key issues that they had the ability to deal with at the table. We had strips still on the table with regards to our sick leave and our benefits. And once we said our members have given us a mandate, we were going around the province, that they were serious, that the government needed to address some of our key concerns. Once we had that strike vote, applied the pressure, moved to conciliation, there we saw the government take us seriously, that our members were prepared to see some improvements during this collective agreement. The status quo was not good enough, that the working conditions were deteriorating, and violence was a key issue for our members.
And what are your expectations now for how things go in arbitration, particularly as we look at teacher salaries and getting that third year understood?
Mm-hmm. So in regards to Bill 124, yes, we'll be moving towards that particular process. We've seen good decisions in regards to arbitrators around the province. The government was offering us 1.25%. That was not sufficient. We were seeing arbitrators giving a much higher percentages to other bargaining units that were at the table. So we believe that's a better direction to go in. And we're hoping that will work out as anticipated based on inflation, the cost of living, the factors that we're going to present at arbitration in regards to, why the government, is able to meet some of the targets around that Bill 124, and as we move to a very different arbitration around just salary.
Karen, we only have 15 seconds left, but looking back, was there anything more you think you could have gotten if you didn't go to arbitration or in this round of bargaining that you want to see in 2026?
No, I think we were pleased. We applied the pressure, and I said it was key for our members that we were able to go through the full bargaining process. Our locals still have the ability to engage in local strike. The local process is still intact, and that's a key for us. And we believe that we got some really good gains for our members. And it's a fair agreement, and that's what it's called. It's called a collective agreement, and we're going to build on this for future rounds.
Karen Brown is the president of ETFO here on CP24, breaking down this new collective agreement. We thank you as always for your time, Karen.
Thank you, Andrew. Take care.